Phoenix, Arizona today, and I'm riding a Harley Davidson Street Glide. So it's a very nice experience to be in the US and to drive a Harley Davidson. So it's a chance that you don't get every day. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm gonna ride today to the Grand Canyon, so it's gonna be really nice. Possibly do like a little piece of the historic Route 66. So it will be a very nice road trip today. I'll try to do a little review of this bike. So far so good. Really nice bike to do straight roads like this. Halfway the ride we're gonna have some twisties. So keep you guys posted how I feel about this bike. Coming from like BMW GS's and touring bikes. So this is something completely different to me. I rode one before. I rode the Electra Glide before. So I have a little feeling what to like a little idea what to expect. But still, I'm really looking forward to this. It's gonna be a nice day and a hot one. Like this in the desert is also something new for me. I never really rode a motorcycle in this kind of climate. It's really hot for me. I'm wearing my cooling jacket, but still it's really warm. I also think the cooling jacket would work better on a bike without a fairing, because I don't really have wind flow on my body, so it's really hot. Sweating really hard. I'm also wearing my full face helmet, so that also doesn't really help with cooling down. You see like a lot of people here riding or driving without a helmet, which looks really cool to me, but I'm kinda scared to do it. My colleague Roy over here on the road glide. So cool. Nice. He's enjoying some tunes. Cool color as well, this bike. It's 12. I'm in the Grand Canyon right now. I did like 50 miles or something in the Grand Canyon today. So just want to say some little things about the motorcycle. It's been an awesome day actually. It was very special to ride on an American bike in America in nice weather. Like a big part of the ride I did without a helmet, which is like, yeah, you cannot even imagine doing it in Belgium. So yeah, it's been really nice, and I wouldn't want to do this ride on another kind of motorcycle. Actually, it was so nice. Look at the views. It was so nice. Like, in my opinion, the perfect bike to do this kind of trip. It's awesome. We did around 300 miles now. And I don't feel anything in my ass, in my back, my neck, my shoulders, my arms, everything is still fine. I wouldn't say this is a very comfortable bike, because the suspension is, in my opinion, not the best. If you compare it to the ESA from BMW, yeah, that's way better. It's way more comfortable. But yeah, just in general, more than enough. It's a comfortable touring bike. It was yeah, really cool. My colleague on the road glide, he is experiencing some back pain, so I think the seating position is about the same on these two bikes. So it's probably also just person to person if you if you're experiencing some pains on this bike or not. And you need to get used to it, of course, a little bit. Yeah, the ride today was actually awesome. We saw two wildfires, something that I never saw in my life. Like you're just riding and it's like a few meters next to you, like the whole forest is on fire, which is actually pretty cool to see. I couldn't video it because I wasn't wearing my helmet, so otherwise I think it also would have given some nice pictures. I think in general, if you have to talk a bit about the bike, like the navigation is perfect. We used it the whole day, just go from point to point. It always worked, like no big issues. The music, like the speakers, that is really cool actually. It's not even comparable to a Sena or a Cardo headset in your helmet. It's like way cooler. So yeah, that's something really cool. Still remember from the last time I was riding the Electroglide over here. Then I also had like a very special feeling with AC/DC through the speakers cruising along. So yeah, that's something that's really finishing off the experience. So that's really cool. And like in general, the bike, yeah, the engine is it doesn't feel very powerful. It doesn't pull really hard, but it just does everything like it should be done on a touring bike like this. So it's really cool. If I would live in the US, I wouldn't even consider buying another kind of bike than a Harley Davidson, and especially street glide, road glide. I'll buy one of those two bikes. I think they look just fantastic, and for the kind of roads that you have in the US, I think that's just perfect. I think it has a reason that you see so many Harley Davidsons over here. It's just the perfect bike for a road like this. Because if I was here on a GS or a sport bike and I see a speed limit of 45, then I would just always think, I can do this faster. Oh, I need to go a little bit faster here. Oh, I see a curve. There is curvy roads here. Oh, I need to try and go knee down, or I need to try and go way above the speed limits just to prove myself that I can do it. And on a bike like this, you're just like cruising and going easy. It's just really nice. I really enjoyed it today. And things like the gearbox, it's a clunky one. You really hear it when you shift, but it feels very it feels very reliable. It feels strong, safe. So yeah, I can't really find any downsides of this bike. Maybe if Harley would make this bike with electronic suspension, that it automatically adjust the preload, for example, I think that would do the bike a lot of good, because I think a lot of people will use this bike to, for example, commute, and then in the weekend they would grab some luggage and go on a weekend trip, or they would put their wife on the back. And I think a lot of people forget to adjust the preload in this kind of cases. So I think if they would have an automatic preload thing, that would just make the bike like a whole lot better. Because also now I already had a few times that I touched the end stop of the suspension. So that's something that you wouldn't have with an automatic suspension thing. say, consider subscribing to my channel. I know this wasn't like a real review. This was just me on a business trip, having the chance to rent a motorcycle, and I just wanted to make a few images while driving. So and just give my opinion about these nice American bikes. So I'll have a lot more reviews of motorcycles and some trips and tips and tricks things on the channel. So consider subscribing and liking this video. It will help the channel a lot. So thanks in advance, and see you next time. Bye bye.